All right, guys. Schedule release day.
What's going on, Alec? How you doing?
Doing good, Ben. How are you doing?
Good, man. Yeah, you said it. It's happy release schedule release day. I want to first off welcome everyone to the NFL edition with two-fourths of the of the panel tonight, Ben and Alec. Um, Johnny and Alex are not here tonight, but we are, and we're gonna go over the schedule release. We got some news to talk about, and some other stuff going on. So again, we thank you for joining us on YouTube. So the schedule release came out today, and we've always had leaks and stuff over the years. We kind of got an idea of who we're going to play or when we're going to play. So basically, the schedule goes like this, and I'm going to read it. For the Bucks, week 1 is a Sunday night game at Dallas. Week 2 is in New Orleans. And then week 3 is our home opener against the Green Bay Packers. And our week 4 game will be the Kansas City Chiefs at home on Sunday night. So that's the first 4 games of our schedule. So we'll start out with that, Alec. What do you think of that? What do you...
I'm honestly not surprised because the leaks basically matched up what it was actually going to be. I see them starting off. I mean, it's only right to start off the schedule a little bit tougher, so they can actually they don't have that easy, comfortable schedule, so they actually just go straight into it. I actually see out of those 4, I see about 2 or 3 wins out of that. It kind of helps them because we're so used to even last year, we kind of had that soft schedule in the beginning. You got playoff teams at the beginning. You have Dallas playoff team, Saints almost a playoff team, so they always give us fits. Green Bay, and we have Kansas City along with I think it's Seattle after that. Week 5. No, actually no, it's not
Uh,
week 5.
week 5 is home against Atlanta.
So I rather have a tough beginning than easy on the first 4. It kind of sets the tone for the season, so you can see where you are matched up with playoff teams from previous years or from last season. So I see it's actually better for us. Some fans look at it and be like, "Oh, it's tough teams." It's like you want to play a team to be on their level to see where you stand in the league.
Yeah, when I looked at the schedule, these first 4 games, obviously these are 3 of these first 4 games. The 3 of the 4 teams were playoff teams last year. Now we opened up with Dallas last year at home, so kind of ironic that we're doing the same thing this season, which is fine. That's good. We knew we were going to have a tough schedule. I mean, we were have the 3rd or 4th toughest schedule percentage-wise in the NFL, so it's no surprise. But I'm not going to complain about it. We had to play these teams anyway, so it just didn't matter when or where. So that's fine with me. Good thing is we get 2 road games out of the way to start the season, so I do kind of like that. I know some fans don't like that, because it's we got to go on the road. It's going to be tough. But like you said, I'd rather have this out of the way than having a lot of road games. We had a lot of road games to go down the stretch last year. Yeah. So looking at the rest of the schedule, when we will in a few minutes, it's going to be a little more home friendly down the stretch. But right now, the Cowboys on the road, Sunday Night Football. Why not? I mean, everybody says Dallas is America's team, which is BS. They're not. They have, 3-4 playoff wins in the last 27 years? Come on. Listen, this is going to be a good game, though. Dak Prescott, Zeke, we're going to be ready. Our defense is going to be ready. This is a very winnable game. I think we have a much better team, especially offensively. You look what we did in the offseason. We added Russell Gage. defensively, we got the guy from the
Logan
Giants,
Ryan.
the corner, Logan Ryan. Thank you. We signed a lot of people back, and we're probably going to sign Sue back. We're going to sign Gronk back. So the pieces are there. We are coming back with pretty much the same team. Obviously we lost Marpet, but we got the dude from New England, Shaq Mason, in the trade. Yeah. So we're not going to really lose a beat here. If anything, we might actually be better, a little more younger as well. So this is going to turn out fine for us. So yeah, the Cowboys on the road Sunday night. I'm going to go with the win on that one. What do you think, Alex? You think this is a win for us?
I say it's a win. Eat a W.
Get a W. Well, speaking of eating a W, week 2 we go to New Orleans. So we play the Saints. I think this one's a early afternoon game. We're going to face, this is our rival, and in the regular season they've had our number. Let's face it, they have. And
even with the quarterback, they still have our number.
Unfortunately, yeah. But Jameis is the quarterback now for the Saints, and they did get Tyrann Mathieu in free agency, bolster up their secondary, so it's always going to be tough against them. But this could be, if there is one loss out of these first 4 games, I hate to say it, but it could be against the Saints, because again, it's a division game. They're always going to be ready for us. They're built to beat us, as far as building how to build a team. So I think we'll beat the Saints this year. I just don't know if it's going to be in New Orleans in the first of our 2 matchups. What do you think, Alec?
No, with the Saints, I gave up my hope on that a long time ago. My last hope of us beating them in the regular season was when they had, I think it was Taysom Hill. Even that was the loss for me in the end. I wouldn't put it past Jameis Winston. He's improved a lot since he left Tampa, so I can't put anything past him.
Okay, so we're both going to be in agreement. We go 1-1 on that one. Okay, so
week 3.
The Packers are at home, or we're at home against the Packers. It's going to be a late afternoon game. This one, again, this is going to be another tough game, but look, we've had Aaron Rodgers' number. It's just like the Saints have had our number. We've had Aaron Rodgers and the Packers' number. I like our chances in this game. This will be a bounce back game from a tough loss. This is just, predictions. It's not factual. We bounce back, big home crowd. We're ready to go. Brady has a good bounce back game. Our defense steps up. Be a good game. I don't think this will be a blowout like it was, I believe 2 years ago when Green Bay came to Tampa. So I'm going with the Bucs in this game. Home field advantage. Defense will have a nice bounce back from the previous week. What do you think, Alec?
That one, I definitely see as a win, only because I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I want us to get that win against them, just to give us a confidence boost down the road, even though Packers aren't really a threat in the playoffs because they beat themselves. But, yeah.
Okay, so we're 2-1. Both got 2-1 on this one. Now we go to week 4. We're at home against the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. So this is our second Sunday Night Football game in the first 4 weeks. Big matchup. Mahomes, Brady. It's why this game's going to be on Sunday night in front of the national audience. Defensively, I think the Chiefs have, they did pretty good in the draft, but again, you got rookies out there that are going to be playing against a veteran offense. So again, this could be another close game, but I do like our chances. Again, we have a much more talented team, a much more experienced team. The Chiefs have Mahomes. They got a good offensive line. And also, this is Rojo's return to Tampa. So he's coming back.
And they don't have And they don't have Tyreek Hill, so
That's
we're gonna
right.
see how that
So
offense is.
So this is going to be a different Chiefs offense, really different, and I I like our chances in this one as well. And the defense knows Rojo, so he's not going to have a good game against us. I expect us to win this game again, not a blowout. I would go about maybe 27-20. What do you think, Alec?
I say 27 bucks.
Oh, you're gonna have it just by a field goal. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm taking a field
Cool.
goal.
Okay.
The
All
way I
right.
want to put out there, we start off the season on NFL kickoff with the Bills and Rams. I'm looking forward to that one. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
be a
be a
good
good
one.
game.
Von
It's gonna
Miller
get.
against the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
I
gonna be a
just
good one. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we'll get to that one in a little bit, but before we go on to our next set of games, I want to get some news first because we kind of went schedule first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's get the news out of the way. Probably the biggest news story of the week: Tom Brady. He's always in the news, right? So he gets a new deal with Fox. He's going to be in the A team, as they call it, in the A broadcast team. He's going to work with Kevin Burkhardt, who's taking over for Joe Buck. Now, this deal will start when Brady retires, whenever that's going to be. If it's after this year, next year, or whenever, he's got a job at Fox. So it's 10 years, reportedly $375 million. So, to me, I think this is great. I mean, not just because he's Brady and the Bucks, I get it, but he's a very, very smart football dude. He knows his game. I think he's gonna be a good analyst. You know, obviously Tony Romo is with CBS with Jim Nantz, so he became a very good analyst. Now, does that guarantee Brady's going to be a great analyst? No, we don't know, but it's
usually a toss up. You never know until you actually see it.
and that's what I mean. So, just because you know football, you also, when you're on TV, you got to present yourself really well. Your voice has to reach out to the crowd. The audience has to be engaged. So, but I think Brady has a chance to do that. He's very personable, knows the game again, and he's comfortable. In front of the camera, so he's not going to be shy. I can't wait to see this. Well, I kind of want to wait to see this because I don't want him to retire while he's still on top. But whenever he retires, he's going to be in the booth. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm actually looking forward to it because you honestly if you compare how Tom Brady was in New England, it was kind of like that bland kind of personality because he kind of was like in Bill Belichick's,
Mhm.
non-emotion team, and then he goes to
Yeah.
Florida and you see a whole different Tom Brady. So that I can't wait to see on TV because once you get like that out of that environment into a whole new environment, it definitely changes how you are. So I'm actually looking forward to him commentating for Fox because you definitely see a way better Tom Brady. You may even see a better one away from football.
Yeah,
But
and you know what? But also, I think Tom's always had it in him. Like you
yeah,
said, he was in New England where it's more quiet. Everything's kind of under wraps. So he never got to really be Tom Brady. I mean, he
yeah.
always is, but you just didn't see enough of that in New England. So now coming down here to Tampa, he's loose. He's excited. He's just more personable. I think he's always been personable, but he gets to be personable, in a different environment. So that's cool. And I can't wait to see that.
And then the next set of news is Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy arrested, held without bond. That's just that typical Alabama receiver drama.
Well, it's not really Alabama. I mean, listen, it's not good. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, I think he's the NFL, they don't take too kindly to it. So he's probably going to get a punishment. Now, he'll probably get maybe a game or two, depending on the outcome, which I'm sure at the end of the day, it's going to be minor, and he'll probably have to pay a fine, and, that'll be pretty much it. But, it wouldn't shock me if maybe he misses a game or two. That's just the way the NFL works. They want to keep it squeaky clean with their image and everything. So, that falls into the player conduct policy, and especially if it's domestic abuse, that's a big no-no for the NFL. So, again, however it turns out, will depend on what the punishment's going to be. If I had to take a guess, he'd probably maybe at worst miss a game. But the thing is,
games, like
how many?
Maybe I said like maybe 3. I don't know. It's usually that's usually around domestic violence.
Yeah,
it's 3 games.
Well, I think it just depends on the outcome of what we hear in the courts and everything and stuff like that. We've had cases before where charges were dropped and cases were dismissed. So again, we got to see how it plays out. But it's never good. When you have a player, fall into that circumstance, especially when you got a new quarterback with Russell Wilson. Now, he's never played with Jerry Jeudy, so they got to get that chemistry going. And anytime you miss a game or two, it's 1 or 2, 3, or how many games he misses. That's how many less games they're going to have together to have that timing. So, in a way, it does hurt the Broncos, at least offensively. We'll see how it turns out, but this is just going to depend on what the outcome is in this situation. All we know is that he got arrested and, like you said, held without bond. So that's all we got so far out of that.
Dog. Go. And then the next set of news we have is Lambeau sues Jaguars for Myers' alleged misconduct.
Yeah, Josh Lambeau. Yeah, he.
I kind of saw it one coming.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think what's going to happen is he'll get a good payday out of it. Jags will just settle. That's pretty much it. I mean, you're not going to.
You're like coach in the NFL anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not there now, but I mean, still, it was under the Jags' watch. But
yeah,
it's one of those cases where I think it's just going to come down to, okay, if you're Shad Khan of the owner of the Jags, let me stay out of court. Let's just settle. Let's get this over with, whatever. So, and it happens in a lot of cases. That's how I look at it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just with the direction they're going, you already know they're trying to stay away from like the media attention, because whenever they have some players, anything with like lawsuit or anything, it's just going to bring a lot of media attention. They're trying to stay away from that, like most teams do. Some teams don't.
Yeah,
I see them trying to stay away from the limelight and try to get that distractions away from them, because a lot of media attention can actually like distract the players from actually like focusing on just practice and training camp, OTAs. So I just feel like they just hand the money and just walk away from it.
Yeah, and again, this was kind of a similar case. Well, sort of. Remember Lawrence Tynes back in 2013? He had the problem with his foot and MRSA, and when the Bucs locker room had the MRSA incident. Do you remember that? 2013?
Not that I remember.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, apparently he caught a MRSA, which is a flesh-eating virus that caused him to have foot problems. So he had to end up retiring, but he sued the Bucs. And anyway, long story short, they pretty much settled out of court. So again, these are two different cases, but pretty much all the time they normally settle these things out of court, like you said, just to avoid distraction and to get it over with. The NFL, the owners have money; they can just write that check, and just write the check, and then off we go. Our separate ways. You go your way, we go our way, and that was the end of it. So, and plus, look, Jacksonville, they just don't need any more negativity. I mean, this team has been really bad the last few years. The last thing they need is just more of this. The lawsuit. They can't have this. Yeah, they need something positive. So they had the number 1 pick again. They had Trayvon Walker. By the way, that's news also. He signed his contract with the Jaguars. So the first overall pick is signed. There's no details on the amount of money, but I'm sure that'll come out in the next few days or so.
Gotcha. And then the other one is the John Gruden lawsuit set for May 25th due to the emails that got him fired from a head coaching in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I just feel like it's just going to be put under the rug somehow. Like, I don't know if he's probably going to get some kind of fine, if anything, but you can't really. The worst you could probably do is suspend him from like commentating or anything, being around the league. I don't know what kind of you can really get from that.
I don't see him working in the NFL anytime soon. So, I think this one's going to drag on because it's different. He's not employed by the NFL. So this is one of those things where I think it's going to drag on for a while. Look, I mean, we still have the Commanders have other issues with the sexual harassment lawsuits and stuff like that. That's still going. So stuff like this is going to take a while. Unlike the other thing we talked about with Lambeau and the Jags, this one's totally different. They got to go through. Now, understand, John Gruden sent these emails when he was an announcer for ESPN. So he was not employed by an NFL team. He was employed by ESPN. So that's a little bit different. And so that's what could take long as well. We don't know what the extent of all this is.
I see it dragging on for maybe till the end of the season. If they don't get anything done by the start of NFL season, they're not going to really worry about it until maybe the end.
Yeah. This is going to drag on for at least a year or so. Stuff like this. I mean, they got to uncover a lot of stuff. They got to go through all the emails. A lot of lawyers are going to be involved in this, so it's not going to be done right away. So yeah, this will take a while, in my opinion.
Oh, so to my knowledge, we weren't previously on Bucks Report Facebook page, so the one more of a recap of what we talked about so far. Because we're kind of down on Facebook for the first half hour or so.
Yeah.
We talked about the Bucks' first 4 games. Okay. Talked about the John Gruden lawsuit.
Yeah.
We've covered. What else did we cover on here? Covered
Tom Brady, Jerry Jeudy.
And then we covered, the Jags Lambeau lawsuit. That's probably just gonna, go along with it and just push to the side.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get back to our next set of games for the schedule. Bucks.
By the way, make sure you guys comment, like, and share.
Yes. So like and share on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. That's Bucks Report NFL Edition. The more likes we get, the more views we get is very much appreciated. And ask your questions, comment, and let us know how you feel about the schedule or anything we just talked about. So here's one from Corin Brown. Yeah, Bucks versus Cowboys week 1 again, this time Sunday Night Football. Yeah. Yep.
Technically, it was Sunday Night Football last year, but it was Thursday.
It was on Thursday, yeah. Because we're the champs, so the champs always open up. So, yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, why not? Let's do it again. Bucks 3 blowout wins: Seahawks, Chiefs, and Falcons. I can see the Seahawks for sure. I mean,
Falcons, I can't really downplay. I see a 10-point margin.
Yeah, I mean, it's a division game. They're closer than
you think? Because they play each other every year, twice a year.
I could see the Chiefs one just because, again, offensively,
I mean, I can
the
see
Chiefs
it
have
only
changed.
because we're getting them at the beginning of the year, so you
Yeah,
don't
and
like don't really get that much info or game plan from you guys from their team that early.
yeah, and plus, again, the Chiefs are offensively going to look a lot different. No Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill. They're going to have new pieces around Mahomes, and this is a Week 4 game. So usually teams don't, with new offensive pieces, they don't really click until around, I would say, Week 7, Week 8. So that's where we have the advantage offensively. We've been together for years and years. So yeah, I like our chances. I think that could be a blowout against the
especially
Chiefs.
like this year, like the positive I have for this season. Like everybody talks about the draft and how like we didn't get the top pick that everybody wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we drafted for depth because you guys look at last season, injuries can derail your whole season. And
Right.
if you have that depth and you have that veteran presence in the backfield and defense and the secondary, you can easily just swap players out. Our
Yeah.
secondary was hurt most of the last season. We lost most of our skilled players against the Saints, and that showed. And that everybody saw how that affected the season down the road. And you add that wide receiver room, you bolster up the secondary and the defensive line.
Yeah.
You get the additional players. It kind of helps you out down the road. They're trying to fix their mistakes from last year, so I can see it definitely being a better team than last year. We were a good team last year, and it just helps us the longevity of the season.
Yeah, and again, Alec, like you said, the injuries really derailed us, and but you got to remember too, we were what 11-6, 12-4. Or wait, I'm
Yeah, I,
sorry, we're at 13-4, right? We were 13-4
I
with
think
all
we
these
were.
injuries. Yeah, 13-4 with all these injuries.
I think it was.
Yeah, 13-4.
Yeah, we're 13
But
4.
with all these injuries, think about that. I mean, that's how good this team is. Imagine if we
Yeah.
had even half our team, like half, take away half those injuries. I mean, and don't forget we had the distraction with Antonio Brown. That
Oh.
didn't help. That didn't help either down the stretch. You
That
know,
definitely brought a lot of toxicity in the team with Rojo joining his side and everybody having their
but
problem.
yeah. So it just this team is good, dude. I expect us to do some great things this year. I'm not going to predict yet if we're going to win a Super Bowl or not, but I'm just saying so far the band's back together. We got some great free agent pieces. They're not flashy, but they're great
Much
pieces
needed.
to go. Much needed, yeah. So we re-signed some of our guys, Ryan Jensen, Leonard Fournette. I mean, dude, we're gonna be fine. We just got to stay healthy. And
And we drafted a running back that can block
yes, yes,
and a
yeah,
blocking tight end
and a
instead
blocking
of
tight end.
a tight end that gets ACL injuries like every year.
Exactly. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So let's get going with the schedule for the Bucks. We're going to Week 5 now. Another division game. This time we're at home against the Falcons. This is a team it's going to look different because no more Matt Ryan. It's Marcus Mariota who's going to be their quarterback. It's going to be interesting. They drafted Drake London, their wide receiver. You pair him with Kyle Pitts, the tight end. Offensively, should be a pretty good offense. Even though we got Russell Gage now, they're still pretty good offense. They got Cordell Patterson. This team, offensively at least, is going to be pretty good. Defensively is going to be a question. Their secondary is not great. This should be an advantage Bucks, with our receiving core. And plus, Gage knows the defense. So I see this as a win. Again, this will be a closer game than I think, because again, division game. I look at this probably like 35-27 type of game, 35-31. What do you think, Alec?
For that game, like I said, I'd say it's like a 10-point game because division, as much as you can say we have better pieces than them or they fix everything, it's still a divisional game. It's always going to be close, unless
Right.
it's towards the end of the season they don't really care anymore, like
Mhm.
Panthers. But I say as a score of 30 to $20.
Okay, so you got this one closer than 2. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. And also, with the kicking game, we got Suck Up. They got I forget his name, the Korean from on the Falcons. They just re-signed him too. Cool, yes, thank you. So he's been very accurate. So this could come down if it's a close game. Could be a battle of the kickers. So special teams will be very important, in this type of game. But I like the Falcons or the Bucks in this one. And let me see real quick. Wesley Sullivan, thanks for commenting. He says, "Yeah, I feel like our draft was okay, not good or even close to great." Well, but again, Wesley, we drafted for needs. It's depth, yeah, for certain positions. In case maybe Gronk doesn't come back, we drafted 2 tight ends. So I think he's coming back, but if he doesn't, at least we got 2 tight ends competing with Cameron Brate. So, again, it's a depth draft. Look, I'm fine with it. We got Logan Hall, who may eventually replace. Well, he probably is going to replace Ndamukong Suh because even if Sue comes back, he's not going to keep playing forever. So I think it's a solid draft so far. Again, I'm not going to give grades out for that because we just haven't seen him yet on the field. So I think it was a solid draft for Light and Arians and Todd Bowles. But yeah.
The next game we have is against
We're at the Steelers.
Oh, here we go. Comment from Johnny Dean, who can't be with us tonight due to certain situations that you can't say out loud. But he has the Dallas win, Saints 0. Oh, actually, wait, Saints 0, Packers win, Chiefs win. Wait, I could see that. I see he put the 0 because he's undecided. As I would too, because it's
3-1 still pretty good
at all. If we win, it's a miracle. If we don't, it's not really a be all end all.
Look, this is the National Football League. 3-1 would be great. That's a great start.
Yeah.
That's right. How you guys doing?
Hey, Rick. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I don't know who added me. I was sitting there waiting, and you guys kept talking. I'm like, should I talk?
I'm a guest, so tonight because there's some issues with StreamYard, but that'll be taken care of next week. But
okay, everybody, just say it. Johnny's in prison. Johnny can't be here because Johnny's in jail. So
go bail him out.
I know everybody right now. Alec is panicking. Like what?
Oh, he's from his jail cell live.
Joking, live from his jail cell.
Johnny. Oh, he only gets 5 minutes.
Right.
Oh man. So Rick, what do you think of our schedule, man? So far, what do you think?
Well, all right. Yeesh. It's gonna be a hard schedule. Look, guys, I went through it. I tried to be fair. I tried to be reasonable. I tried to be realistic. I tried to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you an honest opinion. And
please do.
Okay, I think 10-7, 11-6 at best.
Okay.
I think we win the division because what everybody has to understand, those other teams in our division are basically playing pretty much the same schedule.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which one of those teams is gonna do well against this gauntlet? I just don't see it. Look, I think you survive, make it to the playoffs. That's the goal. Survive this season, make it to the playoffs, and then let whatever's going to happen.
And
try to win the division.
Stay healthy.
Exactly. And keep your line and your secondary in place.
I truly hope that Tom Brady does not have to play all of every game. That when they're ahead by a bunch. Put Gabbard in. Don't do what they did last year. I mean, seriously, Tom Brady, please stop trying to run for first downs when use that shiny new punter.
Yes, yeah. I know he ran good, Rick. Last year he made some plays, but I agree with you, man. Like, dude, you're 45. We love you. Just please, let's get to the finish line.
You're just too important.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just too important. Look, the president may want to go out for a beer at his local Hooters, but it's not a good idea.
Right.
So the Secret Service says no. Well, the Bucs need to figure out a way to tell, Tom, no, stop it. Now, I think there's going to be a lot more running. I don't think they're going to have another 5,000-yard season. I think I think Fournette's going to have a massive year. Everybody, prepare yourself for the talk that Brady's lost it because he's only going to throw for like 3,500 yards, and that's by design.
Yes.
It's no longer no risk, get no biscuit. Now you've got somebody with maybe a little bit of a different approach, who's in charge. So,
and Rick, let me tell you something right now, and you too, Alec. I'm actually excited about Tom and Byron together. Just Tom and Byron now.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
Listen, Arians did great, and we'll always thank him for, having a key part in changing our culture for the team. But at the same time, sometimes change is good. Change is for the better. And Brady's so detail-oriented, and Leftwich as well. And plus, this is going to make Leftwich a better offensive coordinator if he's not already. So having those two together, just focusing on that offense, like Todd Bowles says, yeah, he'll get involved, but it's he's going to mainly focus on his whole staff.
Right.
He's not going to micromanage too much. So I think a looser Bucs offense, all the coordinators are going to be a lot more looser around. This is going to be fun. I'm very excited about this.
What do you mean by looser? Because I don't think Bowles is looser than Arians. Arians, I think is.
I think it's more presence. You know what I mean? Arians has a presence about himself.
Yeah.
So sometimes, maybe coordinators, I don't think are afraid. They're kind of just careful, cautiously careful. But now, Bowles has got a little bit different personality, more quiet demeanor. I think that'll make his coordinators a little more, loose. Like I said,
well, I understand. I think we're going to see the offense Brady wants now, and I think it's going to go back to more like New England. I think we're going to see the running backs a lot more involved. You're going to see a lot of passing to running backs, a lot of checkdowns, a lot less. Listen, Mike Evans may not get 1,000 yards this year, and again, that may be by design. It may be. We don't need to get you 1,000 yards.
Yeah, maybe, but no Godwin though to start out the season. So
we
Evans
don't know
might have
that
more
yet.
looks.
We actually don't know that yet.
You think he'll be back? You think he?
No, I don't think anything. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm clueless on it. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Last I heard, okay, he's coming along fine. He's maybe even a little bit ahead of schedule, and that's all I've heard.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Johnny dropped the link to the NFL schedule down here in the comments.
Preseason.
For you guys that want to check out the schedule.
Yeah, the thing I want to say about the schedule, I think it's interesting. I think the first 4 games, yikes, that's a tough start. But the next 4, it's the easiest little stretch that we have on our schedule. The second 4 games.
Okay. The Ravens on Thursday night, that'll be a little tough, but
that's the toughest.
By the way, guys, forget the whole 4-game stretch. The week 1, they have a lot of good matchups that some people aren't giving recognition for. Like you got the Chiefs and Cardinals, and you get that week 17 rematch with the Chargers and Raiders.
Oh yeah, you're talking about You're talking about there are a lot of good matchups that week. Yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
I'm just looking forward to this. That week 1 is just this looks too good to enjoy all of that. I'm surprised we actually have a Christmas Day game this year.
I will be.
But I'm not really that surprised.
Panthers game.
I'm sorry, Rick. What was that?
I will be at the game in Charlotte for the Bucs Panthers this year.
Oh yes, that is. Let me see. Where's that?
October 23rd.
October 23rd, week 7. Okay, nice.
Yep.
Sadly,
nice.
I will be there for that game. I'll see if I can make it down to the Falcons game in Atlanta.
Okay.
I'll see if I can make it there. And who knows if what is it? God willing, the creek don't rise. Maybe I can figure out a way to get to that Chiefs game.
Sunday
we'll
night.
See. Yeah, I would love to go to the opening game. I'd love to go to a game in Dallas, Jerry's World. I really would.
Definitely.
Really would love to do that. The two stadiums I want to go to are that and Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Vegas. I might go to a Raiders game this year. We'll see. But I wanted to go to the Arizona game because it's only like 4 hours away from where I live. But it's on Christmas. And I'm like, I can't, just because of family. It's just one of those things. I hate how they scheduled that. Dang.
Yeah. I'm bummed we're not playing on Thanksgiving. I was like, we'll finally get to maybe have a Thanksgiving. No subslots.
Yeah, that goes to who do the Dallas play on Thanksgiving? Do you know?
The Giants.
The Giants got it, really?
Yeah.
Oh, those NFC East bias too. Whatever. Like, fine. Have it.
I find it hard to believe that game would be bigger or more eyes on it than a Dallas Brady game. But I think, I don't know. I mean, what week is that?
Daniel Jones, that last bit.
That would be week 12, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Right off the bye week for the Bucs.
Yeah, because we're going to be in Germany, so we have the bye week.
Would have been perfect.
Right. Well, you know what? I joked around earlier. I said, Brady once a year he likes to cheat on his diet, and it's on Thanksgiving. So he probably told the NFL, like, nah, you know what? That's my day off, man. I got to have some turkey. So, no, don't schedule us.
I'm glad we have our bye week at week 11.
What's with him? What is with him being at this phase of camp or whatever you want to call it? Brady all last year saying, "Don't go to camp, don't go. Nobody should be going. All you veterans stay home." They all worked out separately.
He's dedicated, Rick. It's payback time. He wants to win.
He was telling them not to go. He was telling
them I know.
Not to go.
But he's focused, Rick. He lost. In the game against the Rams. He wants to get back. That's what you got to love about Brady, his dedication to football. He's like, this is different now. He's got unfinished business, like you said.
You think it's because it's his last year? He's just, whatever you say, screw it. I'm leaving it all.
But I hope not. But then you got the Fox deal that we just talked about, whenever he retires. So with that, here's my assumption. I think this is his last year. Because of that deal he got with Fox. I don't think he's going to let Fox wait around too long.
I don't know that he cares. I don't know that he cares about that.
Maybe not, yeah. But
when you're almost worth $1 billion,
yeah.
I'm not sure it matters.
All right. Well, listen, so we're going to get back to the schedule here.
Sorry
where did we that. No, that's fine. Anyway, so like you said, the next set of games we talked about the Falcons already. We're at the Steelers week 6. Which I think there's a win right there because they're going through a rebuild.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Alec?
I see it as a win.
Okay.
It's no brainer in that one.
We don't know.
Is it a no-brainer? It's never a no-brainer against Tom.
No.
If there was ever a year that it was a no-brainer, this would be it. Okay.
Yeah, because again, the quarterback situation, we don't know. Will Pickett be starting eventually? Will Trubisky still be? So, and our defense is good. And we beat them last time we were in Pittsburgh too. That was 2014. That was, I believe, the one where we came back. The Glennon to Vincent Jackson catch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see if we can bring that mojo to Pittsburgh. The next game, Rick's going to be in Carolina. That's the one at the Panthers. This is a division game. You don't know what the Panthers. We don't know what they want to do right now. It's like they're figuring it out. So
okay, I live in Charlotte. Yeah, we know about the Panthers. They suck.
Okay. Please tell us.
Yeah, it's not that. That's not gonna be a game.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a game. The Panthers just no. They're 2 years away from from anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see that at this point.
How about you? Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, we brought up the You guys brought up the Falcons earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons, I think, they have no offense. That's the thing with both. I mean, the Falcons have no offense, and complement that they have no defense.
I would say they got some offense. Better than Carolina. I'll give you that.
Okay, yes, but Carolina has a good defense. The Falcons really, they have Marcus Mariota throwing to a tight end and whoever they can scrape up. I mean, I just don't see the Falcons as, I don't know.
Okay. As far as Carolina, you like that one easily. Alec, what do you think?
Yes.
For the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah.
I see that as a loss.
Really?
I see that as a loss.
Okay.
Not a major loss. I see like more of like a fourth quarter like downplay opponent, and Carolina comes back by a field goal. Because
you think Sam Darnold is going to win this?
Hey,
it's the NFL. It's a business. They got to get their money.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, you never know. It's a division game. We never know.
Agreed.
These games are closer, but I'm going to go.
They weren't
Bucks.
last year.
Well, okay, but I'm going to go Bucks. I mean, I like this one. I'm going to go. If I had to give a score, I'd probably go like 31-17. I'm being generous.
31-7.
There you go. Take the one out of the 7.
Yeah.
How about you, Alec? What's your score on that?
For the Panthers?
Yeah.
I say, like I said, field goal. I say 33-30.
Ooh, coming down to a kicking game.
What did you say about the Saints?
I have as a loss in New Orleans.
I
Week
freaking
2.
hate them. I hate them.
I know.
I don't know what to think about them. I just hate them. I hate them. It's something about that team. There's something about that team.
You don't want to lose to Jameis. I get it, but I got him 1-1. We'll come back to the other game when it's back in Tampa. But yeah, so we're 2-1 on that one for Carolina. Now the next game, week 8. This is going to be a short week because we're going to play our Thursday night game on Amazon Prime against the Ravens in Tampa. So I actually have this as a loss. I don't know why.
Yes,
it's because it's a short week. Baltimore's always played us tough. Their defense is always good. Offense, this will be a close game, but I just see the Ravens, they got the best kicker in the game. It could come down to a field goal. I just like the Ravens in this one. Again, short week for us. It's a short week for the Ravens too, but their defense is really good.
When you're at home on a Thursday night, you get 1 day of practice.
Yeah.
You don't get that when you're on the road. I mean, you basically get a walkthrough, and that's about all you get. I mean, you talk conceptually about what you're going to do, but you in a conference room get a walkthrough one night.
Yep.
But it's just this is the worst game of the year for the Bucs. This is going to be the only game. I don't think it's going to be close.
Wow. Okay.
But I don't think that's a reflection of anything other than the stars are misaligned.
Well, and that's the thing, Rick. Every year, you're always going to have a blowout.
Right.
A great team's always going to have a blowout. I don't know if this will be a blowout, but I do like the Ravens. Again, their defense is getting better and better. The way they drafted, they got Kyle Hamilton, and they got couple other pieces.
It's
even
only
though
because it's Thursday night.
Thursday night, yes.
You guys, by the way, are you watching? Are you watching the Lightning game?
Yeah, they won it.
They just won the game. Yeah,
they're winning in 7. I told people Toronto's gonna blow it. So
what a crazy goal this last goal was too. I mean, it they not only knocked the puck, they not only hit the puck into the basket, but they also put a couple of Toronto's players in the net with them. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. All right, I'm sorry to change the subject. This is the NFL.
It's fine.
This is the NFL show. It's just
All right.
Tampa people might care.
Absolutely. So,
all right. By the way, guys, the 2002 Christmas Day games is as follows.
2002.
2002 is
the
Packers versus the Dolphins. We got the Broncos and Rams, which is going to be a good matchup. Better than previous Broncos-Rams matchups because you got Russell Wilson versus Matthew Stafford. And then for this nightcap, you have the Buccaneers versus Cardinals on Christmas Day. That one I'm actually looking forward to. That Kyler Murray versus Tom Brady.
Alec, you said 2002. The schedule was 20 years ago?
Okay, my bad. 2022.
Okay, I'm just kidding. It's all right. No, because people will be like, what? 2002? I'm messing with you. Well, that's good. I'm glad you listed that. We'll go over that one in a little bit, but I want to get your opinion on the Thursday night game against the Ravens. What do you think?
Thursday night against the Ravens?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna put that in the middle. I can't decide that one.
You're gonna put that as a tie?
First person to ever predict a tie. Listen, if somebody ever correctly picks a tie, they win the year. They win the year.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, my decision's like 50-50, because us against mobile quarterbacks, our track record doesn't really show.
Yeah. Yes.
And then again, it's a whole different defense, so that's why I'm 50-50 on it. If the defense is fixed, which the defense is good, it's there. It's just how they react to mobile quarterbacks. Because then again, we do have better presence in the backfield and secondary. So how they adjust to that.
Okay, my concern though is the Ravens' defense. It seems like they have always had Brady's number for the most part. So that's why I'm more concerned about that. I think our defense will be okay against Lamar Jackson and those guys, but it's how our offense is going to do against a very good Ravens defense.
Do you say the same thing against New Orleans? Because they've definitely had. I just don't know what to expect out of New Orleans. This year's they're going to have a different quarterback and a different head coach going against the Bucs.
True.
Sorry to go back to that week. And
No.
I keep turning you guys completely on end.
Well, Rick, we're like
Alex probably going nuts. Going, wait a minute, I had a plan.
God damn it! Let me talk. No, no. It's just, look, Rick. I mean, you bring up some good points. I think we're gonna beat the Saints one of these two games. I just don't think it'll be in New Orleans. So I think it'll be at home in Tampa. But yeah, so I got it as a loss with the Ravens. I know you do too, Rick. But 50-50, boy. Are you gonna go 51-49 on somebody, or what do we? Come on, give us a
Alex, good talk.
prediction.
Oh boy, for
Ravens for the Thursday night game.
35-28 Bucks.
Okay, so you're gonna have them as a win.
That's me.
Okay,
hoping.
No, hey, predictions are predictions, so you might be right on that. We'll see how it goes. Okay, this one, week 9. This is the one I'm really looking forward to. Unfortunately, I think I have this one as a loss. Yep, I have it as a loss as well. The defending Super Bowl champions are coming to Tampa. I got to go Rams. They still got our number. It's like the Saints, Like
I have a very strong feeling about this game.
Okay.
I think this is going to be a Bucs win, and I don't even think it's going to be that close. I think it'll be 10 points. I mean, 10, 11, something like that. Simply because I think Brady, I think Brady is so laser focused on this game. I think he's hell bent and laser focused on beating them. I think the Saints and this game, I think I think you've got a quarterback. A quarterback who's just he's gonna die on the field if that's what it takes.
Okay, fair enough. It's for me. The Rams, they're still great. They're still a great team. I'm not gonna just say, oh, hey, this is just because there's a Super Bowl chance they're gonna have a lapse or anything like that.
Oh no, but they lost Robert Woods and they lost OBJ.
Well, yeah, but didn't they get a wide receiver though in the offseason?
Yeah, they did, but I mean, they took some hits. They took some losses, and I don't think they're better than last year. It's tough to repeat. We all know it's tough to repeat.
Yeah.
You guys remember how Devin White was not as focused? You guys know. Look, there's going to be one or two players on the team. The team in general may be focused, but there's going to be one or two players that are going to, not be quite as sharp. It happens to everybody. It happened to us. It happens year after year. It happens to everybody.
Rick, speaking of Devin White, I expect a big year. He needs to have a big year, I think, in my opinion, because I think he lost a little bit last year, kind of took a step back. His tackling's got to be a lot better. He missed a lot of tackles last year.
Right. Well, he wasn't. I think he enjoyed
the Super Bowl.
He enjoyed the spoils. Yeah, he enjoyed that. Yeah. And, he look, he's young.
Yeah.
Think about the young guys on the Buccaneers. Look, we've been fans for how long? We're old, you and me. Okay, Ben, you and I.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. No, I know. I've been a fan since '97. So during the war. Okay, yeah.
I've been a fan since I can tell you the day, April 24th, 1974.
There you go. The first day they announced the team, the Tampa.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
That Tampa was going to have a team, didn't even know the names. Now, the thing is, guys, I look at the players that are young guys and know they don't appreciate what just happened. To them, it's like Dan Marino. Oh, yeah, he got to a Super Bowl right off the bat. Well, how many is he going to end up winning? Never saw it again.
Yeah.
I think Devin White thought, yeah, we'll get back there. I think,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's his youth. I get it. I mean, it's his youth, and
But the Rams are going to face the same thing.
Yeah, to a degree. You're right. I could see that. I don't know. I just got a feeling the Rams.
Yeah.
This is where I think the Bucs are going to have kind of a bit of a rough patch, but eventually they're going to get back to it.
Okay.
Just these two games. That's all.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
It's not unreasonable to say it.
And I hope I'm wrong, but that's just how I see it. I want to get Alec's thoughts on the Rams game. What do you think?
Trauma.
You're like 50-50 or
it's trauma, PTSD.
Okay.
Hart wants 28-21 Bucks.
Okay. All right. So you and Rick got the Bucks in this one. I hope you're right.
But reality says 30 to 24 Rams.
Oh, okay. So that's your prediction.
Yeah, my heart wants them to win, but reality it's going to be the Rams winning it.
Okay. So I guess Rick left for a sec. So you got me and you got the Rams. Rick has the Bucks. So okay, sounds good. Our next game, this will be Johnny. He says, "Ruck the Fams." Lavonte David needs big years. Well, he had a good year last year. Corin, again, he's always been solid. I don't think he's ever had a bad year. Maybe he didn't have the numbers, the big numbers like you would expect, but he still played pretty well. And I expect Lavonte to have another good year. I know he's getting a little older, but he's still a very effective linebacker, probably one of the best linebackers in football. So I think he will have a big year, maybe not stat-wise, but he will definitely be an integral part of this football team, especially on the defense.
All right, guys, we have right here the week 1 slate for everybody that's wants to discuss this. Who your team is playing that, or not everybody here is on Bucks Report, so
yeah.
Comment your team that you have for week 1. You think your team's gonna win, lose that matchup? I actually like this week 1 slate. I actually do like this week 1 slate.
Oh, I love the Eagles-Lions game. That's going to be fun to watch.
Especially with that revamped Detroit Lions defense.
Yeah, and the Eagles getting better.
And you guys see, I think my favorite one out of this is me. If it's the same as last year, it's that Chargers Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a classic.
You get Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. You got Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. They both fixed their defenses too.
Yeah.
That's just...
I'm going to give you a sneaky good game. Baltimore and the Jets. That's going to be a sneaky good game with the new additions on the Jets. The debut of Ahmad Sauce Gardner, cornerback, Jermaine Johnson. I mean, new defensive end.
Because Johnny's not here, but Greg Roman, likes to keep the same play.
Right. Okay, any minute now we're gonna get an FGR. So.
And you never know, that Jaguars and Washington game could be a close one too.
Yeah,
I mean, this is me saying it now because, but then again, the Jaguars, they can do so much, and then they'll just.
Dude, I like the Saints-Falcons game as well. I think that's going to be a nice game.
Their games are always a good one.
Division game, yeah. So,
I'm just glad
Green Bay, Minnesota is going to be a good one too in the afternoon, late afternoon game. I like that one. Green Bay, Minnesota, Kansas City, and the Cardinals. I think it's going to be a very good game. So,
I'm glad
I'm
glad the NFL put the Bills and Rams, the kickoff game, because now you can see what could have been if the Bills got to that Super Bowl against LA.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wouldn't mind that matchup going towards the postseason after the Bucks lost to Rams. I kind of wanted to see that Bills going to the Super Bowl against LA in that Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford matchup.
Yeah,
but overtime rules didn't really favor Buffalo.
I'm not gonna listen. Listen, they had their chance to stop Kansas City in overtime. They didn't. But you know who did? Cincinnati. So there's no excuse. Play defense, get a stop. You would have won that game. So anyway, another game, the Patriots-Dolphins. That's another big game. That one I might watch. I want to see how Miami does with their new additions, their new toys that they got for him to play with, like Tyreek Hill.
I'm surprised the NFL they didn't go. I'm surprised they didn't go in the direction of the doubleheader Monday Night Football this year.
Oh, they will in week 2.
Yeah, week 2. I'm surprised they didn't do it week 1, but I'm actually liking that Broncos and him heading into Seattle.
Russell going back home, yeah.
Yeah, to see that crowd reaction to him leaving, because it could be good, could be bad.
He got traded, but I mean, no,
you already know he wanted to get traded in the first place, so
true.
You never.
Who knows? I mean, dude, I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if Seattle upset him in the first week. We see upsets in the first week, so they're going to be focused. Pete Carroll, you think that they'd be like, hey, you know what, that guy's on that team now? let's get to that quarterback. You don't think there's going to be a little motivation there by the Seattle defense to?
I think once he saw that schedule, Pete Carroll already had his game plan ready. He's like,
oh yeah, he's like,
he's at first.
He's at his house right now. He's in the game. He's at the headquarters, like getting ready for Denver.
Yes, Raiders versus Chargers would be fantastic. That's definitely going to be definitely going to be a good game.
Johnny, you're definitely right. And I'm glad I get to see that because the Bucs and Cowboys are on Sunday night, so we're going to get to see that game, and then we're going to head right to the Bucs Cowboys after that. So, how cool is that? Like to see two great games. It's going to be fun.
Another great looking first week last year is going to be hard for the schedulers to beat.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we just look at all these tasty matchups like the Bills, Rams, Eagles, Lions. Like I said, a sneaky good game, Ravens, Jets.
I have a bold prediction though for that Rams Bills game. It's going to go over overtime. It's definitely going to go overtime.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like the bold prediction. I
can see it being a shootout for that game because you never know who's because it's I can see it more being a high scoring up to 35-35 going to overtime.
Yeah.
For that game.
Yeah, because both offenses are very good. They're some of the best offenses in football, and
as long as Josh Allen doesn't throw that ball to the side field with Ramsey, it'll be.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
He always gets it every time.
I'll tell you what, Ramsey, he better step up, man. He kind of faltered down the stretch last year. Evans got him, and then in the Super Bowl, he got beat on a play. He did get pushed, but still, he was giving up some big plays. So they're going to be focused on trying to get, Josh Allen. Ravens are going to break that poor kid in New York. Yeah, but I'm not going to say the Jets are going to upset him, but I just think this will be a better game than most people think. Again, this is week one. Some teams get off to a rough start. Remember last year, the Steelers beat the Bills in Buffalo? And then, everybody thought, oh my God, the Bills are not going to be as good as it. Well, no, they still had a great record, and it's just week one. It happens. So,
also the benefit, me personally, the reason why I like a tougher schedule, it helps you in the playoffs. Because look at the Steelers; they had an easy schedule. They went 11-0, I think.
Yeah. Was that last year? I think that was 2020.
The year before that.
Yeah.
They played against Cincy and they lost, and they started downplaying their opponents. And then, me personally, I rather have a tougher schedule because it helps the team know where they're at and play against playoff teams. So me personally, I actually like a tougher schedule.
You know what I like though? I like when we get off to our division games. Start out with division, say 2 of our first 4 games against division opponents. I don't like to wait too long to face division opponents. I want to get that out of the way. Yeah.
I don't think this should be really way too long. We only have I think on the Bucs schedule we have
our first 5. 2 of our first 5 games are the division opponents, Saints and Falcons.
Yeah, we play against Carolina in week. What is it? 7 week.
Yeah, we got
3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We play in week 8.
Yeah, our first 7 games, 3 of them are against our division rivals. They're division games, so I kind of like that. Get the division games out of so that way if we do win them, we have that advantage, that tiebreaker advantage kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it helps us.
You already know the NFL likes to keep the NFC South towards the end because.
Oh yeah, they do. They always play. Week 18's always division games. Last games of the year are always division games. So.
Yeah, they always want the NFC South to play towards the end of the year because there's always that one close game every time.
Right. Well, hey, listen. Let's get to our Week 10 game now. We go to Germany. We go to play the Seahawks. So this is one of those games where, again, Seattle's rebuilding. We don't know how good they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to be that good. It's going to be different. We're going to be playing on a neutral site, even though we're the home team. We're designated as the home team. I still like our chances. I think this is a game where we bounce back.
You got a message.
Johnny says defense starts out better, Ben. Ravens' run game and defense is going to destroy that kid. Yeah, we'll see. But I think it's week one. Teams have several months to prepare for an opponent. So, on paper, yeah, I would expect the Ravens to win like 28-10, 28-17, something like that, dominate. But when you have several months to prepare for a team, sometimes you'll see some upsets. It happens. I'm not saying the Ravens are going to lose this game. I think they'll win, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
Just like last year when we played against the Jets, everybody thought, "Oh, it's going to be a walk in the park," and then reality hit everybody in the face.
Right, but I mean that was toward the end of the year. I'm just talking about week one, where everybody has several months to prepare for an opponent. So
if you pick the first 2 weeks, go with the home teams and the defensive teams. Bucks 41-7, Seahawks, or shutout Germany.
Yeah, I was just gonna say my score would be I would go about 38-13 Bucks. What do you think?
I say 31-7.
Cool. All right.
Actually, I'll say 30. You know what? I'm going to add a little bit more. I'll say 31-10. Those get like field goal in the fourth quarter. The giggles.
Sounds good. All right. Well, week 11 is our bye week. Obviously, we got a jet lag. We got to recover from being in another country, so that's good. Week 12, that'll be Thanksgiving weekend, so we're going to be in Cleveland. We're going to face Deshaun Watson, so this is going to be a interesting game. I got this as a win. What do you think?
I definitely see it as a win.
Okay.
And then we go on to the next one, week 13 against the Saints. I could see that being the Bucks just be like, you know what? We're tired of this BS, and they just pull out. They get a win there
against the Saints. I actually agree. I think, with New Orleans, they are again. I know they have our number lately, but for some reason I think we're going to get this win this time. Yeah,
we're going to. Because they're already ahead. I think that's week 13. That's around December.
December. Yes, that'll be the first week of the first Sunday of September. So it's a Monday night game for us. So first week of December. Yeah.
So that I can see that. That's usually when Tom Brady starts to get that playoff momentum. To try to get them focused on just win those last couple games to finish out the season. Because by then you should already be focused on playoffs, depending on where you're sitting at in the standings. By around there, we should probably be like 4th or 5th.
Okay.
Possibly 3rd. So I think by then there's going to be we're just trying to win as many games. Because what I think they're going to do is, if at that point by the Saints, if we're in a comfortable seating by week 17, depending on division standing, I feel like that's when they start to take Brady out halftime for the last two games, just to rest as much as possible.
Right. All right. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna just go over with the overall schedules. How about that? Let's start out with. We already talked about week 1. Let's go about week 2. I'm going to try and pull this up for a minute. Do we have a week 2? Let me check it out.
Not right here.
Let me.
Got the Ravens schedule right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the overall schedule with.
Ravens put.
Because I know we got the double header on Monday night.
That one I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
That one I'm actually the Bills Titans. See if how that offense is without AJ Brown. Because from what most Titans fans told me, is that like 90% of their offense ran through AJ Brown. If it wasn't for when Derrick Henry was out, it was like 90% AJ Brown. So it's gonna see how that offense is. How they pick up their receiver.
Yep. And then the other game will be the Vikings at the Eagles.
I have Eagles winning that one.
Yeah, I think in a close game, yes. It's in Philly.
It's only because it's Kirk Cousins.
Is that why?
It just hasn't impressed me that much. He can win you games. He can do that. It's just he's not really as clutch. And that's I feel like when he was in Washington, he was way better than he was with Minnesota because he already lost Stephon Diggs. All you really have is feeling the
Justin Jefferson and Justin Jefferson. Yeah, but I think Justin Jefferson's filled in nicely. Like,
I mean, he's a good receiver. It's just how Cousins with him. Their chemistry is like I don't see them really doing. I mean, I can still see him like making a close game, but I don't know. It's just the Vikings way.
Right. Well,
we got
those are the Monday night games. Let's talk about the Sunday games. Or actually, let's go to the Thursday game first. That's going to be the Chargers at the Chiefs, which is like, I would say, game of the week. Easy.
Definitely. Because that, even the last one, never mind. That last one wasn't really that good. The one in LA. The one that went
they went to overtime. Yeah. Chiefs they won it at the end. Great game. But the Chargers did beat the Chiefs in KC last year too. I believe that was a week 3 game last year too. So that was an early game. But yeah.
My sleeper game of that week is the Commanders at Lions. That's my sleeper game.
Yeah, that'll be a pretty interesting game. If I had a sleeper game or like a under the radar kind of I call it a sneaky good game.
Sneaky pig.
I'm gonna actually go Arizona and the Raiders. You know, Kyler Murray against Derek Carr. I like that matchup. You know, it's an early season game out of conference. Usually these out of conference games are always pretty close.
Let's say Tampa Bow.
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bow.
Hi, Eric.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Eric. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us, by the way, for leaving a comment.
Both Game 7 breaking news.
Yep. They played Toronto Saturday. Toronto's going to blow it.
It's the refs were terrible last game. I'm not even going to talk about that.
Doesn't matter. Toronto will blow it. Trust me. Tampa's moving on. Let's see. Kirk Cousins lines
wrong.
You better not. Let's see who the Vikings. Oh yeah, they play the Eagles this week too, Monday night. Let me look at these matchups.
Chargers by 3. Which game?
The one against Kansas City.
Okay,
that's week 2. Okay, no, that sounds accurate. I like the Bengals Cowboys game. That's going to be a really good game, I think.
And the Bears and Packers isn't really going to. I don't even know why they make that a Sunday night game. I guess a division game, but it's just. It's always the same
I mean it's classic. You know that rivalry's been there for forever. So
I feel like it's equivalent to like keeping the Lions on Thanksgiving. I don't know why they just put. I guess they just do it just to have Packers have a Sunday night game. But I wish they had a better Sunday night game against opponents every year. I'd rather have it play against the Lions on Sunday night. It's like an up-and-coming division NFC North opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get to week 3. We'll start out with the Thursday night game, the Steelers and Browns. That's always a classic rivalry. I mean, that could go either way.
When they had
Just saying.
Well,
Yeah, and I would probably expect Cleveland to win, but you just never know. It's a rivalry. It's a division game. Anything can happen. So
that Bills Dolphins game.
Yep, that's going to be good. I'm liking this Kansas City Indianapolis game. That's going to be a sneaky good game. Detroit at Minnesota, Baltimore at New England, Washington versus we don't know. We don't know if it's Pickett. We don't know if it's Trubisky. It ain't going to be Mason Rudolph. I can tell you that much.
You got Jaguars, Chargers. Solidly, the Rams, Cardinals get that NFC West division rival started off early.
Yep. Raiders and Titans. That's going to be a good game.
And my bold pick is for week 3. I feel like Arizona just comes back and be like, all right, y'all want to beat us or go to the playoff or go to the next round. I got some for you. I feel like the Cardinals actually win that game by 3.
I got the Rams. They own the Cardinals for some reason. On the road, the Rams have.
What's a Giants comment?
Watson versus who knows? I'm going to probably say it's Trubisky. And then they'll slowly move Pickett. Yeah. So the Packers-Bucks, that's the late afternoon game. Should be good.
Sorry,
that might be game of the week.
Alex actually doesn't think that.
No, I think he still has the Packers winning that division. But hey, Lions are definitely going to improve.
He can see it though. Years down, he can actually see it.
Yeah. And then the Sunday night games, the 49ers and Broncos. That should be interesting. Like,
who's going to be the quarterback? Garoppolo, Trey Lance.
Well, we're hearing that
we just see that quarterback battle still.
Well, and also we forgot to bring this up on the news. The 49ers are supposed to be trading Garoppolo in the next few weeks. From a report, we don't know. They said they're trying to trade him. So
don't hold it to us.
No. We're just hearing just throughout various news sites, Pro Football Talk, CBS Sports, stuff like that. So we don't know who the quarterback will be. Either it'll be Garoppolo or Trey Lance. We'll see. But either way, either one is going to be going up against Russell Wilson. So I expect Denver to win that game. And then the Monday night game, Cowboys and Giants. That's a rivalry game. So, yeah. Let's go to week 4 now. The week
Lance
4 game.
Niner over Denver by 6.
Could be. So week 4, we got on Thursday night, Dolphins and Bengals. That might be a good game, dude. I'm not gonna.
That's actually gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Miami,
much improved.
Tua, yeah. But I mean, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase. That's always fun to watch. 2 of the better receivers in football. And then this will be our first London game. So get up early, have breakfast, and watch the Vikings at the Saints. That's the first London game on NFL Network. Alec is like, I got to get up early for that? Jeez. I don't want to get up early.
I'm trying to figure out. Didn't Joe Burrow and Tua play on opposite sides of the field same year in college? I think when it was Alabama last year.
No, I think Tua, he might have been a year ahead of Burrow. I think. I don't want to say I don't want to guarantee that, but maybe you're right. I don't know. I thought maybe Tua left before Burrow. I may be wrong, but
let's see. Trying to pull that up right now. If that's the matchup for that week, I can actually see that one's like that former rematch. Let's see if it was them. It's not showing it on here. Let's see. Oklahoma came at number 5. 3. Yeah, never mind. They didn't play against each other. Never mind. Oh,
Okay.
I thought it was going to be that
Well,
national championship rematch.
yeah. Well, I'm looking at some of these games. Let's see. Buffalo at Baltimore. That should be pretty good. Tennessee at
Patriots.
Indianapolis. Which one?
Packers at Patriots. Or Patriots at Packers.
Be a good one. Yes.
Mac Jones faces that Packers defense.
Yeah.
I think Patriots actually have a tough schedule this year. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. It's more tough towards the end.
Oh, wait. Johnny wrote down. Oh, I guess he was right. I think it's regular season. They had a game. Okay. We'll check that out. So thank you, Johnny, for that. Yeah. So the main games are Broncos Raiders Sunday afternoon, and then the Chiefs and Bucks on Sunday night. And then the Monday night games, the Rams and 49ers. Another division game.
By the way, guys, I'm not sure if you know this, but December 4th, you get that A.J. Brown versus his former team, Eagles versus Titans. That was going to be... I feel like A.J. Brown goes off in that game. That game alone.
Yeah.
Just to be like, since y'all want to trade me, all right.
Okay.
I don't think he really even asked for a trade before that. Kind of more of those shocking moments leading up to that.
Right.
Usually receivers have that bounce back game against old teams.
Yeah. Well, I pulled up week 5. That's Thursday, October 6th. On the Thursday night games, the Colts and Broncos. That should be a good game, I think. I'm looking forward to that matchup.
That Matt Ryan versus
Russell Wilson, yeah. Both defenses are pretty good, so yeah, I expect this to be a close game. And then Sunday, another London game. You're gonna have to get up early for that one. The Giants at Packers in London. So I call this a sleeper game because I'll probably still be asleep when that game's on. So.
You'll see the post-game show like.
So yeah, Packers 35-13 over the Giants. But the good games are I would think the more competitive games. This is a good slate of games on week 5. The Steelers at Bills, Chargers at the Browns.
Yes, they definitely did.
Yes,
they definitely did. Christmas Day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's one: Detroit at New England. That should be an interesting matchup.
I think my favorite game for that week is more as the last 2 games. Actually, last 3. I wouldn't really say Cowboys and Rams is really a good one. I mean, it's probably going to be a close one. I mean, I could be wrong. But I'd say like that Eagles, Cardinals, that Bengals, Ravens on Sunday night, and the Raiders and Chiefs.
Good game. Yeah. The afternoon and Sunday night and Monday night games will be really good. If I had to pick one game to watch, well, I'm going to watch all, but if I had to pick one game, I would pick that Cowboys-Rams. That's a interesting matchup, you know.
Yeah,
or Bengals-Ravens. I'm going to watch all of them. What am I saying? Pick one. Let's watch them all.
Oh, the NFC North on a Sunday night, it's usually never a blowout. It's always low scoring and close. It's more of a defensive game,
right?
Than anything.
And then that Monday night game, Raiders and Chiefs, is going to be classic. Classic, I tell you.
I feel like the sleeper game that people are like really kind of passing up on is the Dolphins versus Jets.
Yeah, it could be good. That could be a good matchup.
According to NFL Network, this could be Zach Wilson's breakout year. You know, he showed flashes last year. Now you actually have a run game. You don't got really lean on passing the entire time. I could see a breakout year.
Yeah.
That can seem like the Jets are not really the team to like. I mean, they're not really. They'll get close to the playoffs, but they're not really gonna. They'll just be like still fighting for that playoff spot. Like maybe like the last 4 weeks.
Yeah. Tennessee, Washington. I think that could be a good game. Titans going to Washington. That could be a good game. So, all right, let's hit on week 6 now. I'm pulling this up. Let's see.
We got Commanders at Bears.
Sorry, what was that?
It's a football game.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
Well,
actually, in some worlds, they call it the toilet bowl.
Maybe. Well, I'm hoping Amazon has a premiere that night or something. I could just watch that instead.
Maybe T-Mobile will bless everybody with a free NFL Sunday ticket subscription.
Right. Yeah, but in all seriousness, I mean, it doesn't look like it may not look like a sexy game now, but who knows if by week 6 both teams are actually decent. Could be a good game. We don't know. So we'll see what happens there. But just looking at going over these matchups. Yeah. Bengals at the Saints. I'm kind of looking forward to that game. Let's see.
49ers, Falcons. Patriots, Browns.
Buffalo, Kansas City's probably the game of the week. That's the Sunday afternoon game.
You got the Patriots at Brown. Oh, I already said that one. You got Jets, Packers. You got the Jaguars in Indy against the Colts. You got Vikings, Dolphins, Bengals, Saints. That could be like a sleeper early game.
I agree with Corin. The Raiders are going to win the division. Thank you, Corin.
The Chargers winning it, but the Raiders could.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. It's AFC West is the toughest division in football, I think, at least on paper. So,
of course, NFL schedulers always like to put this game Cowboys Eagles Sunday night.
Johnny, nice little backhanded compliment. Go, as how the New Orleans people say it. Go Bengals.
Because they can't spell.
Yeah. Yep.
And then again, nightcap on Monday, you got the Broncos and Chargers.
Oh, sign me up for that one. I'm definitely gonna try to get off work early for that one.
I can see that one also being a shootout, depending on where the teams are positioned at.
Yeah.
Because not used to having. They haven't been used to having a quarterback that actually win them games. Right. They had so many quarterback problems in the past, and you got Russell Wilson. He gets there. Not really last season because he got injured.
Well, he's got a better offensive line, dude. This year he's going to have a much better offensive line, so you're going to see him make some more plays. But in that game, I'm going to go Chargers just because they're at home, and also that defense is going to be really good. So that's what happens when he's watching the Washington-Chicago game. Yawn. I don't blame
I said the same thing when I went to the Washington Bucks game, and it backfired on me, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Fair enough.
I was at that game, too. That was terrible.
Yeah. Taylor freaking Heineke. All right, so week 7 now. We're going to go, speaking of go, New Orleans is at Arizona on Thursday night. Actually, that might be a good game, dude. That definitely better than the last week.
Warren says, I still think all 4 teams make playoffs in AFC West.
That's very possible. I mean, now you got that 7th wild card. You got that 3rd wild card. So you got 7 teams now in the playoff picture. So from each conference. So get 4 in the AFC West. Let's say all 4 make it from the AFC West. Then you have the other 3 divisions will be division winners. So, yeah. So I could see that. I could really see that, Corin. That's not out of the realm of impossibility. That could happen.
We've seen crazier things in the NFL.
True. Yeah. New Orleans and Arizona. Yep. That's the Thursday night game. Should be fun. The Sunday slate, we got Detroit Dallas could be a sneaky good game, dude. What do you think? I like that game.
Yeah, my favorite game for that one, for this game for week 7 is whoo, it's tough.
Which one?
It's kind of tough. I started scrolling towards the bottom of the slate, and I was like, wait, never mind.
I'm going
Browns
Colts Titans. I'm going Colts Titans. I think that's going to be a great game.
I say Browns Ravens.
Okay, that sounds
Denver
good too.
Proved to me that they get together with Wilson before I buy in.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair statement.
But backtrack on what you said earlier with Jerry Jeudy. Yeah. Technically, if he gets suspended, he can still play preseason, so he still has that. He can still play a couple of games, but preseason's a whole different.
Yeah, they're not playing that many snaps, and I know that the Broncos they'll play Russell a little bit, but not much because you don't want to keep him healthy and upright. So, speaking of Denver, they're playing the Jets that week, so that should be and that's my game of the week right there. I think division rivalry. I mean, these games are always close anyway. So, yeah. A tasty little treat here is the Chiefs and 49ers in the afternoon. So that might be good. Steelers Dolphins on Sunday night, and then Monday night. If you want to yawn again, go ahead, Alec. It is the Bears and Patriots. Yeah.
We got Christopher Cole here. So Christopher, hey guys, sorry I'm late. I was watching the game. I couldn't find the show after.
All good, Chris. We appreciate you coming on this week, man. Yeah, man. So Christopher is one of our favorite guests on. Well, yeah, he brings it. So very intelligent. He knows his football. So he is definitely one of our best commenters, I should say. We're gonna go to week 8 now. Let's see what we got here. Thursday night game, Ravens.
I wasn't yawning for that game.
No, you better not. You better not, dude. I'm telling you right now.
You got it too early.
Yes.
It gave me a minute.
Hey, man, don't you yawn on that game, dude. You can yawn on the, let's see. Which game I can let you yawn on? It should be Giants and Seahawks. I'll let you yawn on that one. That's a late afternoon game.
Too late for that one.
What, are you excited about that game? I don't think so. Dude.
Dolphins Lions.
Good game. I can see that. That'd be a good one.
And then you got
Raiders
Packers Bills game. Packers Bills. Finally, they give Packers a Sunday night game where it's actually competitive instead of the freaking Bears or freaking season.
Yeah. The 49ers Rams game. That's going to be good. That's a late afternoon game. I kind of like that.
Fucking open mouth. It's don't get ideas, Connie. Don't get ideas. Dog. So if you hear what's in the background, it's the dog.
Okay. It's probably Johnny. Hey. Don't be on it.
Don't do that. It'll pick up.
Okay. I apologize. Ooh, look at this one. This is a Keystone. Well, Pennsylvania's the Keystone State, so it's Steelers at Eagles. That should be an interesting game. Both Pennsylvania teams.
If Ravens good offensive line.
Yeah, I hope they do. I mean, it's a short week for the Ravens and Bucks. So, as we said earlier when we had Rick on, me and Rick went with the Ravens on that one. You went with the Bucks. So, hopefully you're right. We're wrong on that one. But, yeah, that should be a good game.
Here.
Yeah. The Monday night game, speaking of barking, the Bengals and Browns, the dog pound in Cleveland. That should be a good game. Division game. I like the Bengals in that one.
I think I got yawning in time for week 9.
Okay. What are we yawning about in week 9, Mr. Schomburg? We're not, well, no, I'm not going to yawn on the Eagles. No, that might be a good game.
I mean, I don't know. Like something about their quarterback.
Davis Mills.
Some people see. Yeah. I mean, he could prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll
listen to
like Giants. I'll eat my crow.
Yeah, and it's a short week for the Eagles. They got to go on the road. So these are the kind of games where you can
Historically,
maybe pull that upset off. Johnny says historically bad matchup for Bucks or any NFC South team. Well,
the Ravens.
Yeah, it's a tough game. I mean, the Ravens' defense is very good. They're getting better. A running quarterback in Lamar Jackson.
I mean, I only picked. Actually, no. For that game, I picked realistically, it is going to be the Ravens winning it. But I have faith that the defense adjusts to mobile quarterbacks. Hopefully, Todd Bowles enforces that this year because Bucks with mobile quarterbacks tend to.
Right. Yeah. So
that and rookie quarterbacks.
Yep. Yeah. So there's some great games that week, and then week 9. Obviously, I'm looking at this one. I think my pick of the week. God, these are some good games, dude. The afternoon game and the night game. The Rams and Bucks. What's that?
That's a good point. Strength of schedule is based on last year, and everything could be very different. Some teams may be better or worse. Time will tell.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, say, for example, like we were just kidding about the Washington-Chicago game. What if both teams have a winning record? I mean, that ends up being a good game. So, yeah, you're right, Chris. Anything can happen. Time will tell. We don't know what's going to happen, and that's the beauty of it. We that's why we love the NFL. We love football in general. It's just that unpredictability, and so and then we're just going by what's on paper now, what the schedule is right now. So as far as
it gives us a break from baseball.
Really, you have to say it. We're what, an hour and 42 minutes in?
He's here fucking.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's gonna escape prison right now.
What do you say?
Your ass. Oh, there he is. Look. No.
He's not gonna do it. He won't.
So, week 9, we got Packers and Lions. Packers and Lions. That might be good. Just saying. So my games of the week are the Rams, Bucks, and the Titans, Chiefs.
I say the NFL game of the week for the 4:00 game. They're gonna pick the Rams, Bucks. You already know that's gonna be the game of the week because
it's on CBS. 2 options. So yeah,
two options.
It's the only game on CBS. That's the 125 matchup or the 425.
Yeah. What's the name? It's
that's a good question. Cardinals. No, God, that's tough. You know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna bold prediction. I don't think anybody makes it to 8-0 this year.
I can. Oh, yeah, I don't see it. Never mind.
Maybe 7-1 at best. Yeah.
I was trying to remember who has the easiest schedule, and even then, I don't even see them having the undefeated start.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe at best 7-1, but not 8-0. Too much predictability.
Kamara week 2. They'll have Winston. Kamara is kind of up in the air right now.
Well, yeah, Kamara, but Winston I didn't hear anything on that. Did he get hurt or something happen?
I don't know. Chris, I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Well, maybe Chris knows. We don't know. So these and speaking of the Saints, Ravens and Saints on Monday night. So that'll be a good game. All right, I'm going to pull up week 10 now. Let's see what we got going on here.
Got the Falcons and Panthers.
Yeah, division game.
Rivalry.
Yep. And that's our Germany game, the Seahawks and Bucks. So November 13th.
Get your alarm clocks ready to wake up early.
Get your beer and sausage and your Wiener Schnitzel and just enjoy the game, dude. Yes. Minnesota Buffalo. That should be a good game right there. That's a sneaky good one. Cleveland Miami might be pretty good. Denver and Tennessee could be interesting. That could be a good game. Colts and Raiders. Chiefs. Yeah. Colts Raiders in the afternoon. Yeah. Cardinals, Chargers, Dallas, Green Bay. So Mike McCarthy goes back to Green Bay where he coached the Packers. That should be fun.
ACL may not be ready to go. He'll be ready to go because he had the ACL beginning of the last season.
That was against. Yeah, remember when Devin White horse collared him?
Yeah, that was like the beginning of the year, right?
No, that was middle of the year. I would say I think it was like week 7 or 8. That was the week before our bye week, I believe. Something like that.
He should be ready to go by then. Because like Alex told us before, ACLs at max take like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, and they showed a video, I think, the other day. Jameis was dancing. Week 4. Okay, thank you, Bucks Report. Appreciate that for that information. Yeah, they showed a video of Jameis. You know how he does all those, those shakes. I don't know how to describe that, but looked pretty good on the. Well, he looked pretty good on the knee. So I mean, he's moving. His footwork was pretty good. So, but who knows? I mean, we just don't know yet. But yeah, so we'll see what happens.
That game of the week for Week 10 is that Cowboys Packers.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I like that
head
game.
coaching against his former team.
Yeah,
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
The NFL scheduler has definitely made it a priority to make it more NFL, either like teams that are doing their home, that players are going against their former teams.
Yeah,
coaches against their former teams. I'm actually liking the schedule so far.
Oh, it's like Johnny said, they kicked ass. Schedulers really did a great job, and
especially like the primetime games, Christmas Day games.
Yeah, and we will get to that eventually. But yeah, the Monday night game for Week 10, Commanders and Eagles. So it's a division game. Division games are always good. So I mean, you don't want that game? Okay, we'll move to Week 11. Little narcolepsy, or what do we got going on there? Yeah, take a sip of that energy drink. There you go. Good job. All right, so Week 11, Alec, starts out with the Titans and Packers on Thursday night. That's a good game, dude. And again, the schedulers, give them credit. They're like, yeah, we want this on Amazon Prime. So,
which Dallas will be the one that allows Jones to fire him and put him in the
Well, Sean, Week 10. Is that your prediction? I'm going to go Week 19 when they're not in the playoffs. And then Sean Payton becomes available all of a sudden.
What's up, Sean? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, thanks, Sean. Go Command. Yeah, he's a Commanders fan. Hey, listen, Carson Wentz, Jahan Dotson. He's got a receiver now. That's going to be a nice little combo.
Godwin Jr.
What did he call him?
Giant calls Jahan Dotson the Chris Godwin Jr.
I mean, he's one of the best receivers in the draft. I mean, went to Penn State, did some great things up there. He's going to be put into the,
starting role.
He's going to be put in there right away. And again, good for that team. Carson Wentz, if he could stay healthy, that's the main thing. I don't trust his health, but if he is healthy and that defense and Chase Young can come back from that injury, they can compete. They're not a horrible team. They can compete. It's either, again, it's going to depend on Carson Wentz's health. You traded for him. You want to upgrade at that position, so now's your chance. See what they can do, Sean. And again, Chase Young too. Let's see if he can come back from that injury that he had. He's their prized possession on defense, and I think their secondary's okay. It needs some work, but if they're all healthy, they can definitely compete in that division. I'm so excited about Jahan Dotson. Best hands, yeah, no doubt, man. He is a stud, and you guys got a good one. So let's see what happens there. Johnny says if the Cowgirls lose to the Packers, that will be the game to make his decision. Yeah, but Jerry's never fired I don't think he's ever fired a coach in the middle of the season. I don't think he has. I'd have to look, but I don't think he's never.
Gary, wasn't it?
No, that was after the year ended. So, yeah, they usually don't fire head coaches during the season. Yeah. Anyway, back to Week 11. The Sunday games. Looking at these games, Cleveland and Buffalo is a good one. Eagles at Colts, that's a good one. Rams at Saints, that's could be good. Raiders and Broncos. Chiefs at Chargers, so you got two AFC West matchups. And
actually, no, they did fire head coach midseason.
Which one?
When they had Wade Phillips.
Okay.
I remember that. That's when they put Jason Garrett in midseason.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty.
They only did it once.
Thank you for that. Sean says, I'm excited about seeing my guy Sam Howell out of my home state of North Carolina. Yeah. It is smart by the Commanders to draft a quarterback, with their second pick because, again, I go back to Carson Wentz. Yeah. He's never been able to stay healthy. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe. What's that?
No, it didn't say he would fire him midseason, but that would be the game he makes up his mind. Yeah, I don't think Mike McCarthy's the answer in Dallas.
No, he's a yes man for Jera.
Honestly, I think that's like they never should have fired Wade Phillips. Somehow, either Matt or Jason Garrett was a yes man also. Never mind.
Yeah, that's all Jerry hires is yes man. Like, hey, listen, Johnny. How do you know when I'm going to make up my mind or not? You don't know that, okay? Are you a mind reader, Johnny? Anyway, so yeah, I don't know.
He's the Godfather,
He's the Godfather, yeah. No, I'm Corleone, dude. I'm the Godfather. What are you talking about?
And then going into our Thanksgiving Day games, I'm not sure if you already went to that part already.
Let's see. I just wanted to finish the Week 11 matchups. The Sunday night games, the Bengals, Steelers, and the Monday night game, Viva la Mexico, the 49ers and Cardinals in Mexico City. So, dude, that's another division game that could be really good. And Alex is back with us. To finish off Week 11 is the Niners and Cardinals in Mexico City. That's another international game, so it should be pretty good. Division game. We'll see what happens there.
Everyone's playing in that head coaching spot. I can see it.
Mm-hmm. It could be. But how do you know, Johnny? You don't know that. Hell, I'm waiting for Sean Payton to get his contract to end in New Orleans. Then I'm going to hire him. He could say yes to me all he wants. No, anyway, so I'll make it. Oh, say that you bring that? Did you? Oh, you. I'm not going to bring it up, but I saw what was in your hand, dude. That.
I had the whole entire time.
Oh my god, no. Johnny's because I listen. Yeah, you're damn right I listen. Corin says wide receivers out here unsigned. OBJ, Julio Jones, and Jarvis Landry. Well, I think Jarvis is going to get on a team. Someone will sign him. Probably a veteran minimum. I'd probably a contender most likely. So, in case, in training camp, you're always going to, unfortunately, you always have an injury or two. So,
or they're going to do what they did, like what the Bucks did last year, where they signed when we saw Richard Sherman when we had cornerback, because there's going to be that one team that has an injured receiver.
Yeah,
absolutely. That receiver to a playoff team.
Absolutely. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. Injuries do happen. So, sometimes they'll sign guys to bring in veterans that will help out. So we'll see what happens there. But Week 12 is Thanksgiving week. So, man, we got 3 games on Thanksgiving. Bills at Lions. That should be a good game. I'm looking forward to that one. 1:30 or the 4:30 Eastern game will be 1:30 for me here on the West Coast. Giants and Cowboys, NFC East rivalry. Like, should be the Bucks and Cowboys, but it's not. That's okay. And
Tom Brady diet.
Yeah, Tom Brady. He's like, no, that's my one day a year. I'm eating turkey, real turkey, and processed potatoes. So, so do not schedule me on Thanksgiving. Roger Goodell's like, okay, fine. We'll put you Sunday morning.
Christopher Cole says, can't wait to see the rookie mini camp on Friday.
Yep, and that starts tomorrow. Nice.
Which revenge game this year are you most wanting to watch? I want to see that. That Titans versus Eagles.
Oh, he's talking about revenge game. For me, I'm gonna be biased. It's Bucks and Saints, man. I want to beat the Saints. God damn it.
I want to say revenge game. I want to say Cardinals Rams. Cardinals get that payback for their poor performance they did in the playoffs.
Bills and Chiefs. Bills and Chiefs.
Yeah.
I mean, that playoff game last year, oh my God. Like,
and this time Josh Allen wins the coin toss.
Yeah. Or they make a stop defensively like they should have against the Chiefs. So, yeah. That'd be fun. Well, I was going to get to the week, where are we? Week 12. So,
yeah, week 12.
The Thanksgiving night game is Patriots at Vikings. So, I'll probably be turkeyed out, and maybe I'll catch the highlights on YouTube. Rule change, hell yes. Dude, I'm sorry. The NFL, that's overreaction because the Bills complained, the Bills fans complained, so they made the rule change.
All they had to do was complain. That's the funny part.
Well, yeah, but the Bills, they were bitching about it, like, oh, we didn't get the ball. Well, stop them on defense. That's what the Bengals did when they went to overtime.
I think that's the trend every year in the playoffs when a team loses because of overtime. That team complains. It's like an ongoing trend.
Yeah, exactly. So, so that's the Thanksgiving games, and then the Sunday slate, Thanksgiving weekend. I'm looking at these games. Bengals at Titans. That should be good. Chargers and Cardinals might be pretty good as well. Rams and Chiefs. That might be the game of the week right there. Rams and Chiefs. In KC.
I don't see no sense in 49ers competing with that one.
Against the Saints?
Yeah, that might be pretty good. That game of the week wise.
Yeah, it's going to be Rams and Chiefs. Green Bay and Philly could be good too.
Yeah, that's the Sunday night game.
Yeah.
I mean that game of like the whole week. I'll take
the whole week. Yeah. The Monday night games, the Steelers and Colts on ESPN. That might be good as well. Christopher Cole says, I want to see how the undrafted free agent wide receiver Stearns looks. Yeah. Yeah, hey, you can never have enough wide receiver depth. I mean, look what happened. I mean, Godwin, we don't know if he's going to start the season or... Hey, don't yawn on Stearns, man. He might be pretty good. You never know, man. Anyway, yes. So let's check him out. We'll check Stearns out, and who knows? Maybe he could make the team. Maybe get on the practice squad.
We're not getting Julian Edelman. That's his Gronk doing his
Gronk's talks. Gronk.
He had too much avocado tequila that day.
Yeah. So
they asked him at the wrong time. Vegas, yeah, it's a time to ask that kind of question.
Yeah. Johnny says Edelman isn't going to play anywhere. Yeah. It's all talk. All talk. So
that's
week 13.
Yeah.
Week 13. Division game Thursday night, Buffalo and New England. Yeah, you don't want to see that one either? Okay.
At the wrong times.
Yeah.
Broncos, Ravens, that could be a good one.
Yeah. Yep.
You got Packers, Bears, Jaguars, Lions, Jets, Vikings, Commanders, Giants.
Titans Eagles. That's the revenge game. Yeah. AJ Brown. Yeah.
Browns
Dolphins.
Texans.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That's not bad because guess who's coming to Texas? Watch, that'll be the game he gets suspended on. Okay, the NFL came up with their decision. You'll hear the breaking news. You'll get on your phone like breaking news. Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson suspended for the rest of the season, starting week 13. Texans like
I can see like they'll close all the massage parlors down.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we get a massage real quick. We're like, no, that's good.
No, stay in your room, hotel room. Here's a good game, dude. Chiefs and Bengals. That's the late afternoon game, 4:25 Eastern game. That should be really good.
If it's anything
and then the
like
Chargers Raiders. Yeah.
Looking forward to that one.
Chargers Raiders. I like that game. And then Sunday night games, Colts and Cowboys. Could be a good game. Could be very good. And then Monday nights are Bucks taking on the Saints. God, I want to win that game. How do I want to win? So much do I want to see that Bucks just beat the crap out of them.
Going into week 14, which is not a yawn moment, is Raiders and Rams.
Good game. Good.
And you got a lot of division matchups in this. A lot of division matchups in this week. You got the Jets and Bills, Browns, Bengals. You got the Texas rivalry. Well, the rivalry for Texas.
Houston, Texas, yeah. Dallas, Houston, Dallas.
Vikings, Lions, Jaguars, Titans. You got the
Eagles,
NFC,
Giants.
Ravens, Steelers, Dolphins, Chargers. And you got the Bucks heading to the West Coast for the 49ers.
Should be a good game. Tom Brady going back home. Yeah. Brady's going back to where he's from, in that Northern California area. So that's like a homecoming.
Breaking news. But Tom Brady is traded to the 49ers. Like, you know what? I like it here.
Yeah. No. What could have been, yeah. Actually, the Niners were his first choice, but they said no. Thank you, 49ers. We appreciate that. Let's see. KC and Denver's the Sunday night game. Then the Monday night game's New England at Arizona.
Let me go put this on the charger real quick. Let me step out real quick.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is live TV. Anything can happen. So, ghosted.